Hi everyone, and welcome to this keynote. My name is Mathilde, and I'm the CEO of Front. In this session, we will be unveiling exciting new features. But before we get into that, I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you why we decided to build them. 18 months ago, I did a presentation like this one from an empty office, and I thought and hoped it would be the last time. But here I am, 18 months later, in another empty office. Many times, it feels like as individuals, the pandemic has forced us to put our lives on hold. But for businesses, it's a very different story. If, like me, your job involves communicating with customers, you've been forced to jump into the future. Specifically, COVID has accelerated 3 trends that have had huge effects on our work. The first one is the explosion of online interactions. Overnight, most of us had to stay home and social distance, so we went online to find everything we needed. Online shopping, online conferences, online hangouts. In December of 2019, a third of customer interactions were digital, and in July 2020, it was already close to 2/3, 3 years ahead of trend line. The second trend is the disappearing of the office. It is no longer the place where we gather to get work done together. Instead, we've had to learn to work from home, and one consequence is that we're clearly not able to collaborate as smoothly as we used to before COVID. Finally, the last trend we've seen is the need for customer interactions to feel personal and genuine. During these strange times, we're not interacting with many humans. So when we do, and when we interact with companies we're doing business with, we expect more empathy. There is a big opportunity for companies who will deliver on that expectation. When every other brand is sending out automated templates and apologies for a delayed response, businesses that offer authentic connections will stand out. There is no secret recipe, but if you consistently deliver fast and exceptional service, you'll be more than repaid in loyalty, and your customers will become your best advocates. At Front, we found ourselves in a unique position to help our customers tackle these changes. What we do is we help companies offer tailor-made service at scale. We do that by combining the simplicity of the email inbox that everyone knows with the automation and insights of a CRM. Today, we have over 6,500 customers that use Front in 98 countries. And examples of companies we help are Shopify, who is already an e-commerce giant before the pandemic with almost 1 million merchants selling through them. Since then, they have added more than 700,000 merchants, and Front has helped their team onboard and support this massive influx. Or Better.com, who is making home ownership more accessible. Getting a mortgage is a process that's complex and involves many different parties behind the scenes. But thanks in part to Front, Better was able to fund almost 4 times more homes last year than the year before. Now, in talking to our customers, it's become clear that we could be doing more to help them navigate this new reality. One theme that came up again and again when talking to some of you was how difficult it is to leverage your customer data when you need it. Having access to the full context of a relationship is crucial if you want to make your customers feel special. But it's just too hard today for almost 2/3 of you. We realized that a big reason why these challenges exist is because there's a disconnect between where customer data lives and where customer engagement happens. Important customer data most often lives in CRMs or spreadsheets, and these tools are great for consolidating and organizing customer information. But they're too often siloed from where your team is actually communicating with customers, like your email inbox. Today, we're excited to share our solution to this problem. We're going to unveil 3 major product updates that make it easy to bring your customer data into Front, and then use that data to communicate more effectively with your customers without ever leaving your inbox. First up is an updated inbox experience that gives you key customer context at a glance, including contact and account information, right when you read and reply to any conversation. We're also introducing new rule capabilities that allow you to use customer data to create all sorts of new workflows. And finally, we're integrating customer data into our analytics suite to give leaders new and actionable insights to improve their customer experience. To show you how this works, Paul from our product team is going to walk through a quick demo.
Thanks, Mathilde. I'm so excited to get the chance to demo some of these new features today. For this demo, let's imagine that I'm an account manager working at a technology company, and my team is using Front to communicate with our customers. We've set up Front so that everyone on the team has their individual email inboxes connected, and we've also set up a few shared inboxes for our general sales and support email addresses. This makes it easy for me to see all communication from clients, regardless of whether they reach out to me personally or to one of my team's shared inboxes. What I'm excited to showcase today is how we've taken this familiar Front inbox experience and added rich customer context that goes far beyond what you might expect from an email client or even a ticketing system. The goal is to empower your team with all the information they need to deliver great customer experiences without having to switch tools and leave the inbox. To show you that, I'm going to start by heading over to the all-new Contact and Accounts Manager, an organized, easy-to-use place to manage our team's customer data from within Front. From the Accounts section here, I can see all the accounts that we've added to Front. Accounts here are going to represent the clients and organizations and partners that my team communicates with. Front makes it incredibly easy to import and sync account data from wherever your team stores it, whether it's a spreadsheet or a CRM or an internal system. You can bring account data into Front with a CSV upload, through our open APIs, or through upcoming sync integrations with popular CRMs. It's also really easy to create an account right here in Front. I'll go ahead and do that by clicking the blue Create button, and I'll add a name for this account, Overland Manufacturing. And I'm also going to specify an email domain, which is going to allow Front to automatically match contacts to this account based on their email address. From here, I'll add a few other fields, like account manager, and assign myself, and a revenue field as well, so we can track how much this customer is paying us. These fields are completely customizable and can be set up for your particular business needs. I'll go ahead and click Create. And from here, Front is going to automatically match contacts to this account based on their email address. And it's also going to dynamically pull in recent conversations and interactions between my team and anyone at this account. Now that we've set up our contacts and accounts, Front will start providing helpful customer contacts at a glance in the inbox. To show you how that works, I'm going to jump back into my inbox and open a conversation here with one of the accounts that I'm responsible for. Charlie here reached out, looks like an issue with billing, so I'm going to go ahead and start to reply here. And when I do, Front gives me a heads up about other recent conversations with this contact that I might not have seen. I'll click View, and from the contact details view, I can see helpful contact information like email and phone number, as well as a preview of other recent conversations with this contact. I can also switch over to the Account tab to get helpful context on the broader account that this contact is a part of. This tab provides useful information like the account tier and revenue. And from the Conversation section, I get this great bird's eye view of the recent communication with this account from all the inboxes that I have access to in Front. Now from here, I can see that one of Charlie's colleagues, Allison, actually reached out about the same billing issue, and her team was able to resolve it already. So I can actually just let Charlie know that the issue was already resolved. And I'm actually going to take the opportunity to also ask if he's free for a meeting next week, because I can see that they have a renewal coming up soon. I'm going to go ahead and start that draft. And Adam is the customer success manager on this account, so I'm also going to loop him in and get his feedback on this draft before I send it. So go ahead and click Share Draft here and invite Adam and get his quick thoughts on this draft before we send it over to the customer. And always quick to respond, Adam gives me the okay, and I'll go ahead and click Send. So that's the new contact and account context in the inbox. you can see how these new updates make it easy for every team member to be a true expert on the customers that they're communicating with. We're also unlocking powerful new ways to automate common communication tasks by integrating accounts into our rules editor, which makes it easy to set up automated workflows without any IT expertise or code required. Let's say that many of our clients are emailing our sales inbox here with questions or issues, and instead of routing these inquiries manually, we want to automatically assign those emails to the account manager that's responsible for the account that's reaching out. We can accomplish this with a single, easy to set up rule. To show you this, I'm going to jump into Front's rules editor. I'll click the gear icon here in the top right, click the rules in the left sidebar, and then I'm going to click add a team rule. From here, I get Front's helpful rules library, which gives me predefined templates for all sorts of common workflows. I'm going to choose the Assign tab, and then choose Assign to Account Custom Field. Now I just have a few fields to fill out to complete this workflow. I'll add a name, assign conversations in the sales inbox to account managers. And when we get a new inbound message, we'll check if the conversation is in the sales inbox, and then we'll automatically assign it to the account manager on the account. And again, these are custom fields that you can configure for your particular business needs. With that, I'll go ahead and click Create Rule. Now, if we head back to the inbox, we can see that new emails are now being automatically assigned depending on the account manager that owns the account. In this case, Andy's reached out, and this rule automatically assigned the conversation to me from the sales inbox, and it's assigning it because I'm the account manager on the account. Making sure that every customer email gets to just the right team member often feels like a daunting task with tons of forwarding and manual workarounds required. With this account-based rule in Front, it's completely automatic. Another powerful automation that's unlocked by accounts in rules is routing conversations based on the properties of the account that's reaching out. Let's say we have a few particularly large customers, and we want to make sure that those customers get a priority VIP support experience. To do this, I'll start by just adding a VIP support inbox. And this is going to be the place that our team can monitor for new messages from our VIP clients. Now I'm just going to set up a rule to ensure that those communications from those clients get routed to this VIP inbox. I'll go ahead and jump back into settings, click the rules tab, and again, add a new team rule. And from here, I'll choose the move category in the rules library, and then choose move based on account custom field. I'll add a name for this rule, move conversations from high revenue accounts to the VIP inbox. And when we receive a new inbound message, we'll check the revenue field on the account. And if it's greater than a certain threshold, let's say 10,000, and the conversation is in any of our inboxes, we'll go ahead and move that to the VIP inbox. And I can go ahead and create that rule. If we head back to the inbox, we can see that new emails from our highest paying accounts are being automatically routed to the VIP inbox, regardless of where this customer originally emailed into. In this case, Aya emailed our sales inbox, but this rule moved it automatically to the VIP priority support inbox because the account revenue exceeded that threshold of 10,000 that we had set. This will allow the team to closely monitor communication from these accounts and ultimately provide a differentiated service experience just for them. So those are two examples of what's possible with the new rule capabilities within Front. We're really excited about how these simple workflow automations that leverage your customer data can drive big improvements in your customer experience and team productivity. The final update I'll highlight in this demo is the new accounts functionality in Analytics. Front's Analytics suite makes it easy for admins and team leaders to get insight into their team's performance and the customer experience they're providing. With the new accounts integration into Analytics, we're making it easy to deeply understand how your team is performing for particular accounts. Let's say for this demo that I have a quarterly business review meeting coming up with one of the accounts I manage, and I want to review a few key metrics about their customer experience. From the Overview tab here in Analytics, I can now easily filter these metrics to a specific account. I'll choose the account filter here, and then choose the account I want to see metrics for. Now, this report gives me insights into the volume of messages we're receiving from this account, how long it takes us to reply, and which team members are interacting most often with this account. I can also see the tags and classifications that are most commonly used with the communication from this account. Another valuable use case for account analytics is monitoring key metrics across your different customers. To do this, I'll navigate to the Customer Experience tab and review the Accounts table at the bottom. With a click, I can see which accounts contribute the most and the least volume, and I can also see which accounts we've been the fastest or the slowest to reply to. This is incredibly helpful for understanding the quality of customer experience we're providing across our customer base, and for building empathy and deeper understanding with our customers. So those are 3 major updates that we think will help your team drive better, more personalized customer experiences. We're allowing you to deeply understand customer relationships without leaving your inbox, easily automate workflows based on your customer data, and get actionable insights for each and every account. As our team built out the new features I've showcased today, we were so lucky to have a few customers participate in our early access program and share feedback. We asked some of these customers to share a little bit about how they've been able to leverage these product updates, and I'm excited to be able to share some of what they had to say. Take a listen.
With Front's account feature, the whole setup process took me less than an hour to get all hundreds, 400 plus accounts within our program uploaded and set up properly.
Having that information within the accounts feature on the right-hand side will really help to improve our understanding of the customer without having to look into a second system.
We're really trying to balance, this is what's going to happen in CRM, this is what's going to happen in ERP, this is what's going to happen in Front. And now we get to do all of the work from Front.
It helps us to put the communication directly where it needs to be so that our team can jump on those a lot quicker.
We can really offer more streamlined communications with them that don't end up conflicting if they're having more than one conversation in more than one place.
We will have all of the information we need. It will be in the right hands at the right time. It will reduce the amount of time it takes us to respond to a customer, and it will help us review our Front setup overall to ensure that it is set up correctly to deliver a wonderful customer experience.
There's nothing more rewarding for our team at Front than seeing the positive impact that our product has on our customers every day. We couldn't be more excited to see how more teams are going to be able to leverage deeper customer context to create more personalized customer experiences. Now, the updates I've showcased here in this demo will start rolling out to existing customers today, and accounts in Analytics will launch in the coming weeks. Existing customers can get started with these new features today, and you'll find helpful guides linked from within the product. We'll also be hosting a webinar in the coming weeks for our customers, so you can see these workflows in action and get an opportunity for live Q&A. Prospective customers can book a demo with a product expert to learn more about how these new features and Front's communication hub can help drive better customer experiences. I'll now hand it back over to Mathilde for some closing thoughts.
Hopefully you're as excited as I am about these updates. I really believe they'll help you and your team deliver great customer experiences and make customers for life. For years now, in the CRM space, we've heard big promises like 360 view of customers or single source of truth. But when it comes to real impact, the results are underwhelming. We think we can do better. Because Front is where customer interactions actually happen, it is the best place to deliver relevant customer context. And because Front is as familiar as email, it can be picked up by any department across a company, instead of remaining a department-specific silo leading to a disjointed customer experience. We couldn't be more excited to continue building this future. And as Paul said, the demo isn't just a demo, it's available today. So whether you're a new or long-time customer, give it a try. and send us your feedback. Last but not least, we've talked a lot about what we've built, but we need to hear from you about what we should be building next. The only way for us to make Front better is to really understand what you need. If you have ideas or requests on how we can improve the lives of your team or your customers, send me an email at mathilde@front.com. I have a great tool to handle high volumes of email. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.